October is soon coming to a close. With that comes the month of November. Today, we will be discussing sneakers to resell in the month of November. If you're not into reselling, that is okay as well. You could use this guide to know what are going to be the most hype sneakers, the most limited, or even what popular general releases may potentially go on sale because, hey, we're all trying to save some money. Specifically, we will be discussing the name of the sneaker, the retail, the release date, and whether the sneaker will be profitable or not, or if they may even sit on shelves, resulting in a sale price. Feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications. This way you stay 100% updated on all these profitable releases. Also, be sure to follow my Twitter for urgent updates and info, KeithAdam10, and also personals for you, such as the recent Dunk shock drops that we just saw. Anyway, kicking it off for today on November 3rd for $130, the Dunk High Next Nature Toasty will be dropping. When these do drop, I am expecting them to be profitable with a decent to good margin. Larger sizes 10 and up should perform the best. Nothing too crazy on these, but an easy money opportunity. That's not all for the Next Natures though. In fact, we have quite a few more. Next up, we have the Dunk Low Next Nature Black, which looks near identical to the Panda Dunks essentially. These will retail for $105, and you could expect them to also be very profitable with a very good margin. Larger sizes will perform best. Going forward, just assume that all of these are going to have larger sizes performing the best unless I state otherwise, as there's only going to be 3 shoes in particular where smaller sizes are going to be better, so you'll see as we go on. Just for now, assume always sizes 10 and up are going to perform the best. Next, for the Next Nature Dunks on the 3rd, we will also be seeing the sale pair drop for $105. Expect this pair to only be lunch money with a subpar to decent margin. Finally, for the Next Nature Dunks, we will also be seeing the Pale Coral, also known as the Move to Zero pair, dropping for $105 as well on the 3rd. Expect these to perform very similar to the white pair, if not just slightly better. Nothing too crazy, but an easy money opportunity nonetheless. Moving on to November 4th though, we have a pretty interesting one, and that is the Jordan 14 Shocking Pink for $170. Although on the surface, you may just be expecting another brick Jordan 14, this pair actually seems to have immense demand as of now. Of course, I expect this price to fall as we do approach the drop, but I do still believe it should hold up well enough for easy profit with a good margin, larger sizes being the best. I'll keep you guys updated, but as of now, these definitely look like a go, just nothing too crazy. Now, prior to moving on to the rest of the November releases, I do have 2 exciting announcements for you guys who have been patiently waiting. First of all, after an extremely successful month on both sneakers and retail, along with the addition of Hibbett, Snipes, Target automation, and much more coming soon, Gargantua AIO will be having a monthly key restock on next Friday, November 5th. At 4 p.m. Eastern Time via the Gargantua_AIO Twitter. The price is only $49.99 for 1 month. Keys cannot be renewed. However, users who do tweet out their success can enter into a competition in order to earn a renewal key. Make sure you are following the Twitter if you are interested. Now, regarding the second announcement, Endurance will finally be restocking on November 3rd, Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. CET. The link and password will be tweeted from the Endurance Twitter account. Endurance is a group to help you fully exploit the secondary market, but what makes Endurance so different though? To start off, Endurance offers numerous softwares completely free for all members to help them exploit drops. All members have access to a location spoofer to help them exploit sneakers stashes, sneakers passes, frenzy drops, etc. All members have access to an autofill tool with auto checkout and auto add to cart to destroy drops and restocks even if they don't have a bot. All members have access to a custom queue bot to help them efficiently pass waiting rooms on sites like Adidas, Finish Line, Mesh, Snipes, and even has a cookie feature for efficiently passing queue on Yeezy supply. And for any botters, we also offer free software to help you guys out as well. For example, this could turn a one-click Gmail, profile converter, account gen, and much more, and even cheap in-house residential proxies available 24/7 for the most reliable providers. But that's not the end of it. We love innovation, and we're always developing new things to separate us from others. Then, of course, we have amazing relationships with a number of elite commercial bots for group buys that members actually want. My personal favorite though, above all, Nike sneakers early info for shock drops, scratches, AR hunts, sneaker stashes, on hyped releases, you name it. Out of all the cookouts recently, I'd say my favorite has to be the ICA Sneaker Stash Cookout. Members were prepared weeks in advance and trained with their free custom-coded spoofer. When the time came, we were all ready with the exact early info as always, and the success really does speak for itself. So again, the Endurance Restock will be on November 3rd, Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. CET. Link and password will be tweeted from Endurance's Twitter. Mark your calendars and set your alarms. And of course, don't forget to follow Gargantua _AIO on Twitter for the restock as well on next Friday, November 5th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Moving on, also on November 5th, we have a pretty big day. To start, we have the delayed Dunk Low Georgetown releases for $100. You could still expect these to remain very profitable with a very good margin. Grade school pairs will also be dropping for $85, and you could also expect easy profit on these with a good margin on them as well. Now, also on the 5th for $160, we will be seeing the Noise Aqua Pata Air Max 1 after already seeing the orange pair release. I'm expecting this pair to perform just slightly better than the orange pair, but not by much. Hence, you should at least expect them to be profitable with a good margin, and larger sizes of course being the best. Also on the 5th, we have the CDG foam posits releasing in both black and white. Honestly, I really do like these a lot, but regardless, the retail on these is a whopping $520. Hence, I am not expecting these to be profitable. If anything changes, I will definitely let you know, but as of now, personal only, and honestly, based off of how we've seen prior CDG collabs do with very high retails, you might even be able to get these for just slightly below retail in the secondary market if you wait. Also on the 5th, we may potentially be seeing the Jordan 4 Grade School Where the Wild Things Are released for $140. I say potentially because they are not listed at many places, but they are on the Finish Line and JD calendar as of now. This one is definitely pretty unique in terms of the materials used, as you could clearly see, and being a grade school pair, that could certainly be a large factor for the demand, as it is currently reflected in the bids thus far. I'll keep you guys updated, but as of now, I do see easy lunch money potential on these, at least for sizes 6 and up. Also on the 5th, we have a decent sleeper cook, and that is the Saquon Barkley Air Trainer 3. These are dropping for only $140. Meanwhile, the demand is actually very high at the moment. I do expect this demand to drop, of course, as we do approach the drop, but I do believe there will still be sufficient room for easy profit with a good margin, especially on the larger sizes. Jumping to the 10th, for $110, the delayed SB Dunk High Gundam will finally be releasing. You can expect these to be very profitable with a great margin, full throttle on these for sure. Then on the 11th for $200, the Jordan 13 Low Singles Day will be releasing. Although these are certainly very unique, being a glow-in-the-dark sneaker, it is still a Jordan 13 Low at the end of the day, and thus the pre-sale is already quite low on these, not to mention the slightly higher than usual retail for Jordan 13 Low. These are $200, unfortunately. By the time these do release, I'm not expecting much profit at all, mostly just a personal as of now, but a pretty cool personal for sure. Then on November 12th, after a delay of 2 months, the moment we've all been waiting for, the next Off-White Jordan is finally here. In fact, it is 2 of them. These will be the Jordan 2 Chicago and Jordan 2 Black and Blue Off-Whites. Expect both to be extremely profitable with an incredible margin, full throttle on these without a doubt. Don't forget, Gargantua does support the Off-White website, so it will be nice if we get to see a release there. Don't forget, the monthly key restock will be next Friday, November 5th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Then on November 13th for $190, the long-delayed Jordan 12 Royalty Taxi will finally be dropping. Although this is a very hyped release in general, the stock will also of course be very high. This is a big general release, so at the moment I'm only expecting lunch money on large sizes with a poor margin at best, only if you have no tax in your state. I'll keep you guys updated though, but as of now, pre-sale is already very low, unfortunately. Then on November 17th for $100, the Dunk Low Goldenrod will be dropping. Expect these to be profitable with a decent to good margin. Then on November 20th for $170, the Jordan 1 Bordeaux will finally be dropping. Currently, these actually have really notable demand. Of course, this will drop closer to the release, but I'm expecting these to be profitable with a decent to good margin regardless. Unlike most of the Jordan 1s we have been seeing recently, I'm pretty optimistic about these. On the other hand, on the 23rd for $200, we have the Jordan 1 Gore-Tex dropping. Due to the slightly higher retail of $200 and the fact that I'm expecting demand to be pretty low on these due to to the colorway. I'd say that these are mostly a personal pair as of now, and perhaps potential for lunch money locally at best if you do have no tax in your state, but honestly, I'm even skeptical of that. I'll keep you guys updated. Then on November 26th for $225, the Jordan 11 Animal Instinct will be dropping. As of now, I'll have to say personal only for these, but I'll let you guys know if anything does change. Then on the 29th for $200, the Jordan 3 Patchwork will be dropping. Similar to the Jordan 12s, I'm not expecting much for these, unfortunately. At best, maybe you can make a little bit of lunch money with a very poor margin on large sizes if you have no tax and you have some good local buyers, but other than that, pretty low expectations for these. Now, moving on to some November releases. Without precise dates at the moment, we do have some exciting stuff. First of all, we are finally seeing the return of the legendary Yeezy 350 Blue Tints. For those who do not know, this shoe means a lot to me personally. I did a 24-hour live stream for these when I was teaching guys the multiple people jig, the Barney's jig, and the Yeezy Supply bypass all night and morning, constantly answering questions. I actually ended up losing my voice that day. That day in 2017, my subs went from 1.5K to 3K overnight, and tons of you were able to cop multiple pairs and make tons of profit, secure multiple personal pairs too. Definitely a day I'll never forget, one of the best of my life. Comment down below if you're an OG who was there, so hence this shoe definitely means a lot. But anyway, when these do drop again, you can expect them to be still very profitable with a great margin in all sizes, with sizes under 8 performing the best. Definitely full throttle on these. Moving on, we will also be seeing another restock for the Yeezy 500 Utility Black for $200. You can also expect these to be very profitable with a great margin, full throttle. Similar to the Yeezy 350 Blue Tint, sizes under 8 for these will be performing the best. We should also be seeing the Yeezy 500 Ash Gray drop sometime in November for $200. Contrary to the prior two Yeezys we just discussed, I'm only expecting about lunch money for these, with sizes under 8 being the best. Then we will also be seeing the Dunk Low Siempre Familia for $100 sometime in November. Expect these to be very profitable with a great margin. And lastly for today, the Dunk Low Chlorophyll will be dropping for $100 sometime in November. Expect these to be very profitable with a great margin. Anyway, that will conclude it for today. Remember that the limited endurance restock will take place on November 3rd, Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The link and password will be tweeted from Endurance's Twitter. And also do not forget to follow Gargantua's Twitter for the restock on next Friday, November 5th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Like if you enjoyed the video, or perhaps if you learned a thing or two, subscribe and enable post notifications just to stay 100% updated. Also, feel free to check out the links in the description down below for residential proxies and pre-verified Nike sneakers or Adidas accounts. Last but not least, make sure to follow Keith Adam 10 and Personals for You. This way you guys stay updated on all urgent info like I was discussing today. With that though, I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and of course, good luck on all these upcoming releases.